Imagine this, a place where the air itself can burn you, where ancient waters conceal predators that have survived for millions of years, and where even a simple walk outside can turn into a deadly encounter. These aren't scenes from a sci-fi thriller or horror movie. They're real places, scattered across our planet where stepping foot could mean stepping into danger. But why would anyone risk it? Why do these places even exist? And could you be in one without even knowing it? Today, we'll be taking you on a journey to uncover the most dangerous places on Earth. From hidden tropical islands with deadly secrets to vast, remote territories that humans rarely dare to enter. And stay with us, because at the end of this video, we'll reveal a place so shocking that you might just have to cross it off your travel bucket list. For good. Ready? Let's begin. The blistering Danakil Depression, Ethiopia. Our journey starts in Ethiopia's Danakil Depression. It's as if you've stepped onto another planet, a place where colors seem almost unnatural. The air is thick and heavy, smelling faintly of sulfur, like rotten eggs mixed with a strange, burnt metallic odor. The ground is cracked and dry, covered in fluorescent pools that seem to glow, even under the sun. But it's not just heat. It's a kind of oppressive, blistering heat that wraps around you like a scorching blanket. Temperatures here reach well over 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and every breath feels like it's drawing heat deep into your lungs. These pools may look mesmerizing, but they are incredibly toxic. Locals warn that the earth here is alive, whispering under your feet, and that the land has a mind of its own. As the gases rise, they create a low, hissing sound, almost like the earth itself is whispering a warning. Some say that if you stay here long enough, it feels like the landscape starts to shift, the ground bending and cracking like it's ready to swallow you whole. Ilha da Queimada Grande, Brazil's forbidden snake island. Next, we drift into the blue Atlantic waters to reach a place as stunning as it is deadly. Ilha da Queimada Grande, known as Snake Island, looks from a distance like a paradise, a lush, green island surrounded by clear, inviting water. But don't be fooled. This island hides thousands of golden lancehead vipers, a breed so venomous that a single bite can make a person hallucinate, bleed internally, and ultimately pass out before it's too late. Show close-up shots of the jungle, then a piercing image of a golden lancehead coiled tightly around a branch, its golden scales reflecting a glint of sunlight. Stepping onto this island, you'd barely make it a few feet before encountering these snakes. They hang from branches, blend into the underbrush, and even slide across the rocks, silent but deadly. And if the vipers weren't enough to deter you, local stories might. Fishermen say they've spotted eyes watching them from deep within the jungle, eyes that seem almost unnatural. Some even whisper that the snakes protect something hidden and ancient within the island's depths. But for now, the Brazilian government has made it clear. This island is off limits to everyone but scientists, because on Snake Island, one wrong move could be your last. Lake Natron, Tanzania, waters that turn life to stone. In Tanzania, a lake is so red it resembles Lake Natron's blood. This isn't your average lake. Here, the water is so corrosive that it turns living creatures into mummified statues. The alkaline waters reach a pH as high as 10.5, making it so caustic that it can burn the skin and eyes of animals. And yes, even humans. As you approach the lake, you can smell the sharp, acrid scent of soda ash which fills the air. Bones of birds and small animals that dared too close to the water lie, scattered along the shore. Their bodies perfectly preserved, their forms frozen in eerie silence. Even the air has a stillness to it, as if sound itself fears being trapped by the lake's unnatural power. And yet, flamingos return to these toxic waters each year to breed, somehow untouched by the lake's deadly magic. This mysterious cycle has left scientists baffled, unable to explain how these birds thrive where everything else perishes. Could there be something we don't yet understand about Lake Natron? Or is this a mystery that will remain sealed within its crimson waters? Mount Everest, nature's highest and deadliest challenge. Now, we ascend to the highest point on Earth, Mount Everest, where danger doesn't just lurk. It stands towering above you, daring you to conquer it. At 26,000 feet begins what climbers call the death zone, a place where oxygen is so thin that every breath feels like you're inhaling knives. The cold is so fierce, it numbs you within minutes, freezing any exposed skin instantly. Climbers often describe feeling as though they're sinking with each step, their bodies struggling against the pull of gravity and the overwhelming fatigue. The way up is lined with reminders of those who came before, bodies preserved by the cold, now silent markers along a path that takes more lives every year. As you reach the summit, the adrenaline hits, an almost surreal thrill that fills you with a sense of invincibility. But then, reality strikes. You're only halfway. Most fatalities occur on the descent, when exhaustion, disorientation, and the punishing cold make every step a gamble with death. Chernobyl Exclusion Zone, Ukraine, a silent ghost town. Next, we step into a place frozen in time, the Chernobyl Exclusion Zone. It's eerily silent, with buildings slowly crumbling and nature reclaiming the land, as if the Earth itself is trying to erase what happened here. The air feels thick, heavy with the weight of history, and though the radiation is invisible, it lingers, an unseen threat waiting to strike. As you walk through Chernobyl, you feel like you're being watched, not by people, but by the silence itself. Animals roam freely here, some with strange mutations, and plants seem almost unnaturally green. Yet, scientists still monitor the area, warning of hotspots, zones where radiation levels spike dangerously, often without warning. Adventurers who visit swear they feel a change, a pull within the zone, like there's something lurking, hidden, watching. But is it just the weight of the past, or does Chernobyl hold secrets we're not meant to understand? Mariana Trench, the ocean's dark abyss. Our last stop plunges us 7 miles into the ocean's depths, to a place where sunlight has never reached, the Mariana Trench. The water pressure here is so extreme it would crush a human body instantly, a force so powerful that we can barely send machines to explore. Down here, life seems almost alien. Giant amphipods, creatures with transparent bodies and bioluminescent glows, drift through the blackness. And then there are the predators, the deep-sea anglerfish, with needle-sharp teeth and a glowing lure, a creature that looks like it was pulled from our worst nightmares. But these are just the creatures we know. Some scientists believe that even more ancient species, perhaps untouched by time, lurk deeper still. Some say the trench is Earth's last true frontier, a place where our planet's most ancient and powerful secrets lie. But here's a chilling thought. Maybe we're better off not knowing what lies hidden in the darkness, waiting for those brave enough to venture too far. And so, we leave you with a final question. How far would you dare to go in search of the unknown? These places are as mesmerizing as they are deadly, each one a reminder that while we may explore and map, there are corners of our world where nature still reigns supreme. Would you risk everything to see them? Or would you rather leave some mysteries untouched? Because, just maybe, some secrets are meant to stay hidden.